forth between this hospital. Sometimes we have patients with complications, and we transport to the hospital, which we know is our backup for any kind of problems. So how are hospitals going to take that and tease that out of a facility fee when you have a backup and close connection with the hospital that's all part of the facility fee? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
how are we going to do that?
I think it's going to be very difficult, and you know, at this point, in terms of negotiating with the plans, the hospitals that are able to charge these facility fees on the commercial insurance side have negotiated those deals on inpatient, outpatient facility fee with those plans, right? So these are contractual negotiations. You know, Representative Katz-Mule, to her credit, she's looked at Connecticut, and Connecticut, you know, was given a couple years to try to regain those revenues on the inpatient side. But everything's moving to the outpatient side right now, right? CMS is limiting the number of procedures that can be done on it. They've got what's called an inpatient list that keeps getting smaller and smaller. So this is where healthcare is going. Your constituents, I think, want care closer to home, so you're seeing more outpatient facilities. But again, you've got to be able to maintain that 7/24, 365 approach. So I think it would be very difficult, and they'd be tough negotiations with the plans as you try to think through that.
Okay, just one more time to clarify. You believe that this bill exempts Medicaid and Medicare from the ban on facility fees for outpatients?
That's what Connecticut did, right. So the commercial insurers were let out of it, and Medicaid and Medicare were still...
They continue to pay it.
Yeah.
There's language in the bill that states that Medicare fee-for-service and Medicaid are not being held accountable for the different provisions in the bill. It's in the amendment.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Seeing no further debate, Representative Morris moves to recommend that House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 4701 be adopted. Is there leave? With partisan leave being 8 votes in favor, 5 votes opposed, 0 voting present, House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 4701 is recommended for adoption and will be favorably reported to the House floor. Thank you, Representative.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Spokes. Thank you, Committee.
Clerk, add Representative Syed to the roll, please. I'd like to invite Representative Davidsmeyer to come forward to present House Bill 5446, House Floor Amendment 2. Whenever you are ready, I'm going to look up the witness slips, and there are none.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. This amendment is exactly what I was describing last time we were in this committee. All it is an amendment from AFFI that says that the bill that allows these rescue squads and rescue departments to provide services to areas of 10,000 people or less, they will be allowed to have part-time employees, which means they will be allowed to pay and not have an increased level of care. This amendment just says that nothing in this bill will override any negotiated union contract or something of that sort. So this will have no effect. If there's a negotiated union contract, there would be no effect. This bill will have no effect on it. So this is just directly from AFFI.
Any questions? Seeing no questions, Representative Avelar moves to recommend. I'm sorry, did you have a question? Oh, okay. Oh, Representative Schmidt moves to recommend that House Floor Amendment 2 to House Bill 5446 be adopted. Is there leave? Leave being granted, there are 14 votes in favor, 0 opposed, and 0 voting present. House Floor Amendment 2 to House Bill 5446 is recommended for adoption and will be favorably reported to the House floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee.
Thank you. There being no further business, whoop. We're holding, we're in limbo for a second. There being no further business, the House Healthcare Availability and Accessibility Committee will recess to the call of the chair.